welcome to my channel. I'm Manaka, and this is my channel, Manaka. So sorry for not posting in such a long time. It's been a rough couple of weeks. So apparently the Mercury retrograde is coming back on the 31st of October, so that's going to be interesting. I did talk about it in a previous video that I'll link below. This video, I just sort of wanted to put it up to kind of say that, you know what, late 20s are difficult. I mean, being an adult is, it's amazing. There's so many things you can learn and all of that, but it is actually really difficult. For those of you who are still sort of finding your feet, I mean, I'm finding my feet as well. It's, you know what, keep pushing, because, you know what, the days are going to pass anyway. I think I said that in my other video as well. The days are going to pass anyway. You're going to find yourself 2 years down the line, and if you didn't start today, why didn't you, you know? And what I've noticed about adulthood is, you know, there will be days where you're so optimistic about life, so grateful. I mean, I'm so grateful with the place I'm at in the moment. I'm so grateful with the people I've met, all the things that have happened, because it has shaped me to become the person that I am. And I mean, I'm a really good person. Not to blow my own horn or, you know, I'm joking. But, I mean, I consider myself a very caring, loving person who really has difficulty putting myself first. I really care about people to an extent that I want to put them first. I'm the kind of person, like, literally immediately as I wake up in the morning, I might think of somebody or think about everybody in my life that I care about and be like, oh, I wonder if they're okay, you know? And before putting myself in that sort of light or in that sort of understanding to say, you know what, I woke up today, I'm grateful for life, I'm grateful for my home, I'm grateful for my job, you know, I'm actually happy. I'm in a space where I can truly say I'm happy, you know. So I really just wanted to do this video to kind of remind everyone that, you know what, life is it's like a roller coaster or like the sea or whatever, and there will be down times, and you know, it's just a thing of really going through those times that are low and just understanding it and really trying to dissect why you're feeling like that, you know. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to shout, shout. But always understand why those feelings are happening and let them just happen so that you can heal in the best way possible. And also, I mean, obviously, if we didn't have the low times or the dark times, the light or the high times or the happy times wouldn't seem as good as they actually are, you know. I mean, in comparison, if everything was just good, life would seem really boring and bland. And gray, you know, but because we have those moments where it's darkness, you know, then we can get back into color and everything just seems so much more brighter. Nature seems more beautiful. Love seems just so much more there and the feeling is just so amazing. So, like, that's why I'm saying, like, we really just need to allow ourselves to go through it. And we, as humans, like, we really just need to remember that we have people around us, as much as we think we don't. We actually do have people who are there to speak to. As much as I might be going through something and my other friend might be going through something, you know, they are still there. Like, it's not a thing of they're also going through something. I mustn't, what's the word? I mustn't make them feel like I am sort of putting my issues on them as well. That's the reason why we're friends. That's the reason why we have people we care about, so that they can lighten the load and not take on our issues, but to basically just be there for us and be like, you know what, I am here so that you can speak about it. I am here so that you can feel better and give you advice and tell you whether, I mean, the reason why we're mostly drawn to people is because we see something in them that we admire. I mean, me, for example, I am drawn to people because of what I see in them that I admire. I'm drawn to people who I feel will be able to help me in a certain instance. And it's not something I consciously do. It's something that automatically happens, where easily we weren't friends, say, a week ago, and this week we're talking about literally everything. It's because I noticed something in you which I really admire and appreciate. And you know what? We're probably going to be friends for a very long time because I cherish my friends. I cherish my family. I'm like that kind of person. Like literally, even in terms of family, I love them to an extent where I want to be close. I want us to be so close that you can tell me anything, that I can tell you anything. And at the end of the day, we know that even if we don't talk every single day, we're still there for each other. We still care about each other, but we have that connection, you understand? So for me, even with a family instance, like even if we fell out, I think in any instance, even if we fell out at some point, the one thing that I will always appreciate is an apology. Even from my perspective, like if I've ever done anybody wrong, I always apologize. If I haven't apologized, it's usually because I don't know that I did something wrong. So for me, it's a thing of, if you feel like I did something wrong and it's still heavy on your heart, come and speak to me. Be honest, be open, and allow me to realize from your perspective what is going on. Because if I have not apologized, it means that I do not know I did something wrong, you understand? Because we all view life in so many different ways that we can't possibly just know instantaneously what is happening. So for me, it's really just about openness. I could literally, and I'm patient. I'm very patient. I love to see people grow. I love to see people change. I love to see how people actually allow themselves to grow into amazing people. Um, and even if it's from a distance, I feel like not everyone needs to stay in your life. As even if you feel like they should, not everyone needs to stay in our lives. There's some people who are there for a specific moment so we can learn something, also that we can teach them something. But once that specific lesson is learned, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be there still. And it's okay. That's something we need to accept. I don't even know if I'm still on the topic. But anyway, I was saying adulthood is rough. I was even saying it the other day that, you know what, it's nice to learn. It's great to learn. Especially, even if you don't want to study. I feel like, especially at this age, if you really don't feel like you need to study anymore, cool. But there should be something that you're doing to open up your mind to new things, to new ways of living, so that you can improve your way of living and the way you think of things. Like reading a book, reading different types of books, even the ones you're not sure about. I mean, if you're a Christian, read a book about science. If you're not a Christian, read the Bible. Understand it from a different perspective and see what it is that is in those specific books that you could maybe take from and understand. Because all in all, what my belief is everything is one and the same. As much as we'd like to say this is real, this is not real, everything is one and the same. All the gods we pray to and all of that, cool, they gods, but they still one and the same. They still promote peace. They still promote love. They still promote the same things. So it's literally just finding out what it is that they promote that could improve your life. Finding out what it is that they promote that could make your life better. For example, I believe in the universe. I'm sure I did say it in one of my videos. And the reason why I believe in the universe is mainly because I believe I'm a part of the bigger picture. I believe that there are higher beings, but I don't believe that there's just one. I believe that we're all connected. And I believe that the energy I give to people is the energy I'll get back. I believe that the energy I put into my work is the energy I'm going to get back. I believe that, everything is sort of a flow. It's literally all just a flow of life. And for me, it's not a thing that I'm going to sit down and say, you know what, and I'm not trying to be sarcastic or narcissistic. What's the right word? I don't know. But I'm not trying to be that person who says, you know what, your religion is wrong and the way you do it is wrong. No, I'm saying that, you know what, I believe in all of the gods because I believe they all stand for the same thing. I believe that they can all teach us something different. Hence the reason why they became gods. And I believe that, you know what, there are certain things in life that we can take that will improve the way we do things, just like how we shouldn't be judging. Like as a Christian people shouldn't be judging other people. I feel like if you say you're Christian, right, not hating on Christians, but if you say you're Christian, you can try recruit somebody else, cool, that's really fabulous. But don't be the person who stand back or sit back and be like, you know what, you're doing it wrong. Who says you're doing it right? So it's mainly just a thing of how you feel, what makes you feel good, and just openness, really. I think that's the reason why I was saying that being an adult is hard, because there's so many things that we could really learn. This whole thing of adults and children or whatever, and not being able to understand that, you know what, we can still learn stuff from them. Even if somebody's older than you, even if somebody's younger than you, we can still learn stuff from them. As a community, we have this way of thinking, and it really needs to stop, because that's probably one of the reasons why we get so stressed. We are expected to work in a specific way, act in a specific way, and do things in a specific way. But we forget that, you know what, there are other ways of doing things, other ways of doing things that is better, I'm not too sure if this video made any sense, but I felt like I needed to speak. So basically, yeah, rundown, open yourself up to new religions. I'm not saying practice them, I'm just saying read up on them, find out what they're about. There will be certain things that you would want to take from those religions. Take them. Open yourself up to new ways of thinking. Read more books. If you're not going to study something different, just read more books. Even if it's something that you never thought you'd be interested in. If it pops up, if the person's reading it, do it. Speak to new people. Have conversations with different people, where you will find ways to actually realize that, life is actually more broad than you thought. And also just appreciate life, really. And what else? Oh, be open to your friends. Honesty, apologies, and really just go through the motions, Being sad, being upset is a way of, it's literally something that's going to happen. Life is like that. We need to be able to go through it. We need to be able to allow ourselves to go through the motions and really just understand it, So that's my 2 cents. I really hope it helps somebody out there, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. This week has been good. I don't know if it's the moon. I mean, I love the moon, but it's been a good week. So those of you who manifest well, and I appreciate you. Bye.